Good morning all and welcome to my day 2 of Synthesis League. We're beginning with a Molten Strike character that will eventually transform into Blade Flurry Juggernaut. At the moment, the footage you'll be seeing is me working my way through the campaign. Now I don't have all the clips because unfortunately when recording, some of the recordings corrupted mainly from Act 6 onwards and I'm unable to bring you that footage. However, I can talk about my experiences with the league, how it's been going, and also a large update to the channel. There's an important video I posted yesterday. It is a long one, but I felt like it was fair to give the viewers that have supported me a long and fair description of what happened and how it happened. The TLDR is my channel can never be monetized, future channels can never be monetized, and as a result, all last year's revenue, all last league's revenue was lost. Views, I've got 1 million copyright strikes. It's all explained in the video. But I'm going to try remain positive and I'm going to try and bring you the videos no matter what. So if you're enjoying them and you want to support, there will be places to do that in the description. However, moving on to the video, because I don't want to get downbeat and talk over it too much. The league so far for me has been pretty lackluster. I'm not sure how you are feeling. I have yet to do really any maps or anything. I'm quite late to the league. I was dealing with this issue for a few days, which put me out. And unfortunately, it wasn't able to get resolved. So I just figured, well, I'll just keep making the videos and we'll see what happens. Again, clearing... You can see here how the future recordings were affected by this strange flickering, so I've decided to not include them, but there you go, the scuffed recording. Eventually, you know, we did find some sort of gear upgrades, and we've got a small sword, which we found, a Corsair sword, I believe, and a unique foil, which gives me an extra projectile. And this was kind of helping me through the campaign. My DPS and faith in this character are slightly wavering in the sense that I really am not sure how far I can take this character, even if it's going to be uber lab viable. The DPS is kind of hit and miss with Molten Strike in the campaign. Sometimes you'll absolutely annihilate them and sometimes you won't, but that's the case with all early leveling builds. Your build hasn't quite fully formed and you're mainly playing through the campaign hoping for some things to drop. I will say, you know, it was okay doing the trials with endurance charges. Traps were no problem as I am a Juggernaut, and alongside leveling I managed to find a Saint's Treasure card which I sold for 15 Chaos. That 15 Chaos will be purchasing my gear when I reach maps, and we'll probably have the video of me showing you how I bought some gear. This box dropped a Fire Pen gem that was worth 2C. So the actual gameplay, as the recording sort of cut off and broke, the actual gameplay you can see right now is using 2 Arms Mites. We've made it into Blood Aqueducts. And this is the gear we've got. Low life, low resist helmet, a ring with basically just a bit of resist but no life. A blue ring which I found which had double fire res, which was useful, and a dexterity amulet which helped me level up a few gems early on. The chest is probably my best piece and it's still pretty bad. 75 life and a resist to 4 link. I was using that for a long time. And the gloves, again, nothing noteworthy. The belt, absolutely nothing noteworthy. And the boots are just some move speed boots I found very, very early on in the campaign, which I've kept on as I haven't found anything to replace them. I can demonstrate the build and how it's working currently, and tomorrow we will hopefully be taking it into maps, fixing its gear, and beginning our journey to Uber Lab. So right now, the build that I've got going is sort of hybrid. It is meant to be Blade Flurry, however I haven't found the links. I haven't managed to find the correct links for a Blade Flurry setup. I didn't have the chromes to sort of fix my gloves, and overall, I thought it was just best to stick with Molten Strike. I got the Wildfire Jewel from the Act 5 area, which gives me 2 extra projectiles, and this unique rapier I've been using did give me an extra projectile. So I did have a lot of projectiles which helped me basically leech enough life and just scrape me through the campaign. Right now we've gone ahead and purchased our main item, which is an Arms Mite. These effectively take off your max frenzy charges, they give you some attack speed, and they give you bonuses whilst you don't have all your frenzy charges. So what I mean by that is these give 50 multi and 500 accuracy if you're not at your maximum frenzy charges, and each sword gives -1 frenzy charges, so we're currently at a maximum of 1. We then will place a pacifism jewel into our tree, which will leave us gaining basically 100 multi and 1000 accuracy. This should solve our issues, and we should be able to spec out a resolute technique, and we should be able to go crit. So the end game setup is going to be some sort of Blade Flurry crit build with a ton of endurance charges. So hopefully the idea is on the physical days I can just tank, and on the Ellie days I'm still tanky but I can burst it down. We'll see how that plays out. This is the first time I've ever done a crit build in Uber Lab, and we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to give you guys an update and keep making the videos. Yes, it has been a very demotivating experience to lose effectively a year's work, and all future revenue from the channel has been taken. It doesn't matter if it was £5, 1p, £1 million. The idea of having your work taken away and future work taken away, regardless of how little or how much you make, has been disappointing. And it did take me a few days to get over, which might seem lame because I'm a very, very small channel. But you've got to understand I've been doing this for a long time, and it came as a bit of a shock to go back to the days of, you know, just no network, no help, no nothing. And I've sort of got to start again without the ability to sort of monetize channels. So that's difficult to start again. So I'm going to try keep making the content. I'm going to try remain positive, and I'm going to try document my journey in the league. If you want to support that, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, I fully understand. I'm just a small channel, and there are probably better places to spend your money. But I've got to ask, unfortunately. I've reached a position where I do actually have to ask. So this is the build in action. We are currently, you know, making our way through the campaign. I guess if we can look at the positives, I don't have to make a video 10 minutes long anymore. I can make a video however long I want and however long I see fit, because I can't monetize the videos anyway. So all I can rely on is support, and yeah, that's it. So again, thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be purchasing our gear and we'll be working towards Uber Lab, and then we'll hopefully be labbing for a little bit and creating some content in the lab. Thank you once again for your support, help, comments, and everything. It really does make a difference. Thank you. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Unfortunately, my channel recently was demonetized / unavailable to earn revenue due to my network closing and an issue with AdSense, which is explained in the description below if you would like the full details. The ramifications of that, unfortunately, is that last year's revenue and all future revenue is gone from the channel. That took me a few days to get over. I was pretty bummed out about it, pretty down. But I figured I would keep up the content, and the only other way for me to sort of, I guess, keep this going is to, unfortunately, ask for your support. It's something that I wish I didn't have to do. It's something I prefer. I wish I could just run ads, keep making good content, getting views, and that alongside would help me. Unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. Again, full link in the description for the explanation. All I can say is, if you enjoyed the last league's content, the previous year's content, and you want to support me, there is a link in the description to do so. Again, my revenue was taken away from me. Everything was shut down, all contacts closed, and it left me in a bit of a tricky situation. So the only thing I know how to do is to send out some emails, send out some messages, and do my best to help myself. I've done that. Unfortunately, those routes and those communication channels I went through didn't happen to help me. As a result, I'm left with an unmonetized channel that can never be monetized, or any future channels can never be monetized due to an AdSense issue. So if you enjoy the content and you do want to see more, effectively, I won't do Patreon because I'm not consistent enough. I won't do these subscription-based things because, again, I'm not consistent enough. But if you enjoyed the previous league's work and you want to, you know, chuck $1 in there, you know, and keep me motivated and re-earn what I lost last year, that would be more than appreciated. And honestly, like, I wouldn't be able to say like how much it's appreciated, because it just makes such a difference. Knowing people out there want to see the work and then been rewarded for it, which normally I would have been through my ads and my year's revenue, but it's just gone. Again, huge video in the description, but all I can say is if you're enjoying the content, keep thumbsing up, keep commenting, and support if you want. That's all I can say. Thanks.